Yo guys, what's up, Kalen here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team, and today, as you would have guessed from the title, I will be doing a Naby Keita review. So, this card obviously came out earlier today, and I was determined to get it out to you as soon as possible, because it is a decent card. A lot of people will want to do it, because well, personally, I like Keita a lot in real life, and he is a pretty fun card to use. He's very similar in game to N'Golo Kante. Maybe the shooting and attacking of this card is a little bit better, but in terms of defending, they are very similar. He does feel very quick, and his interceptions are absolutely insane. So a quick look at the card stats before we send him to the club, put him in the team, and go through the official stats on the card. So, heading into the player bio, he does have 4-star skills and a 4-star weak foot. He is 5'8" tall, medium work rate, and he is primarily right-footed. So when it comes down to the chem style on this card, I decided to give him a hawk. You could give him a hunter if you want to play him as a cam, or you could give him a shadow or anchor if you want to play him as your defensive midfielder. But with that being said, the hawk does give him a good boost to the pace, a good boost to the shooting, and a good boost to the physical as well. The shooting is going to go up to 83 attack, positioning, and finishing respectively. With a 90 shot power, he should be scoring more chances than he would without the hawk. The passing on the card is actually very good. The dribbling on the card is absolutely cracked, and the 92 interceptions is going to be very useful in game. The only problem I have with this card, of course, is the strength, but you don't really feel it because the aggression is boosted up to 97 with the Hawk Chem style, and his strength is actually going to be 71 with the Hawk Chem style. So don't expect him to be making any crazy bounces off people, but he's certainly not going to feel that weak. When it comes down to the traits, injury prone, of course, and he does have the flare trait, so not really any useful shooting traits, but he's not that bad at all. So without further ado, we are going to get into the gameplay for Naby Keita. Starting it off, brilliant dribbling. He dribbles so quick and smooth on the ball. He loses it, but doesn't matter. He's just going to stick his foot right in there, win it back. We are going to go forward with him again on a little bit of a dribble. Gets past two players, past Simorar. Eventually, he gets past Bruno Fernandes as well. Brilliant dribbling, and Van Dijk gets the block in. Very good block, following a very good run from Naby Keita. But there is a brilliant pass from Keita, just showcasing a bit of his passing ability. He's able to drop deep and make those passes if you need him to from time to time. And this, again, he's dropping deep, he's dribbling around, making the space for Quadrado, who gets the pass eventually. Keita's going to continue his run forward. Again, makes the pass into Quadrado. A brilliant pass is going to fall to Robbie Keane, and he is able to score. And we do get the goal, all courtesy of Naby Keita. Here, Keita moves it on to Keane, who wins the header into Xavi, knocks it down to Coutinho, back into Keita. I'm going to try first time volley. It does lag, and the keeper does make a save. Following that long ball from Quadrado, Keita just backs off, moves it into space. Unfortunately, the pass is a bit heavy, and the keeper is able to get onto it. But there, that pass is absolutely brilliant. Gets it into Xavi. Brilliant skill, and the shot is blocked. I'm not sure how it's not a penalty, but don't worry, Keita is definitely going to get his assist in this clip here. Good luck to Keita. I'm going to try to get to the byline and cut it back. Oh, look at the dribbling from Keita. Brilliant cut back, and a fantastic finish from Robbie Keane. And courtesy of Keita and his 2 assists, we are able to level ourselves in this game. But here again, a brilliant pass from Keita, gets it into Salah, fake shot pass for Ron, and we get yet another goal. A brilliant finish following brilliant pass from Naby Keita yet again. Here on the left foot, we are going to go for the overthrow, and he is going to play it perfectly into the path of Keane. Unfortunately, the skill didn't register, and Kimpembe sticks out a leg easily, and he wins the ball back. We are going to go for goal here with Keita, and the keeper does make a pretty good save, and unfortunately it doesn't come for a rebound for any of our players. Keita again drops deep, gets past a few players, makes the pass into Mendy. He does really well, and we can go on the counter attack and break. Keane gets it into Coutinho. Coutinho finds Xavi, and that pass is blocked, and we do lose the ball. But regardless, again, Naby Keita drops a little bit deeper in the midfield position, rolls it into Xavi. Then he's going to give it back to Keita. I'm going to go for the flick. It is a pretty good flick, and the shot is blocked by Kimpembe. And I'm going to try to power my way through here. Decent aggression, but unfortunately, the keeper does come out and get the ball. I do apologize if I do sound a little bit weird. It's because I am pretty sick at the moment, so my throat is really sore, so I do apologize if some of the words don't come out clearly. But Anyway, enough of that. Again, a brilliant pass from Keita in the background. Robbie Keane on the left foot, a brilliant finish into the back of the net, and a hat-trick of assists, I'm pretty sure, in this game for Naby Keita. Here, I just thought I'd put in a little bit of his defensive work, and he's able to make the tackle against Mendy, and he gets the throw. Cuadrado blocks it, it's going to come to Keita, Salah's ahead of him, good ball roll, creates a space, and he plays the pass into Salah. Salah finds Keane, Keane takes a touch, Coutinho makes a run, Keane finds him, Philippe Coutinho, that's a brilliant goal. All that coming from their tackle from Naby Keita to put the ball out for a throw on Mendy. Heading into the next game, you guys will see Keita controlling the game at the start, straight off the bat, moves it into Cuadrado, Cuadrado finds Salah. Salah's going to give it back to Xavi. I'm going to try and go for goal here with Keita. Gets past Etienne Capoue, but unfortunately Nkunku steals it off him. But with that being said, Keita is going to grab an assist here. A brilliant flick past the defender, a great ball into space. Salah's in behind, and he smashes it into the roof of the net. Yet another assist for Keita, gets another goal for Salah, and we are able to take the lead in this game. Here, Keita, I am going to end up losing the ball because it is Upamecano who is up against. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. That's probably courtesy of the brilliant balance that he has. But again, great dribbling from Keita, sends it through a green time shot from Salah, and Stegen saves it as though it is nothing. That's Ter Stegen or Neuer, I'm not too sure. But either way, it was saved very easily. Yeah, I decided just to test out the shooting on the card. Not a bad shot. Wasn't expecting it to go in, obviously, but yet again, not too bad. I was expecting this to go in though. Brilliant dribbling from him, creates the angle beautifully, and unfortunately the finesse shot is wide. I was genuinely expecting that to go in, and I thought that was going to be the first goal of the review for Naby Keita. But here he steals it off Dembele, glides forward with the ball, gets into Coutinho, back to Keita, moves on to Xavi, back into Coutinho, back into Keita. Brilliant football. Salah scores off the bar and in, but unfortunately it doesn't really matter because he is offside. Here again, Keita moves it on to Xavi, and Xavi does hit the post following the save from the goalkeeper. In this situation, this guy is breaking from the counter attack. I made sure not to switch from Cuadrado, and Keita hustles with Arar and wins it back beautifully. That is a winter wildcard Arar, and Naby Keita just wins it back so easily as if it was goal Arar he was running against. A brilliant tackle, good pace, good strength, good aggression, and he wins the ball back. Here again, a beautiful pass in behind to Cuadrado. I tried to go for the goal just to try to get the assist. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I'm not really expecting Cuadrado to score that. But we do get an assist here. Brilliant pass in behind. Coutinho gets the first time shot off, and we are able to get another goal in this game. Another beautiful pass from Keita in behind to Coutinho. Good control. He cuts it back to Keane. Wins the header into Keita. Flick over his head and a good volley on the left foot, and unfortunately it is saved by the goalkeeper. I noticed in that sentiment position he does like to drop back quite often, and he did in this situation as well. I'm pretty sure it was from a corner, but anyway, I decided why not go for the run, and he almost makes it all the way into the box. Unfortunately that last flick up was a bit heavy compared to the others, but here, volley from outside the box, and it's so close, and we nearly score. But we do end up scoring here. Salah gets it, moves it on to Naby Keita, and he is going to get his first goal eventually. A brilliant finish, smashed to the back of the net, and I'm pretty sure this guy is going to end up quitting. So I was right about the last guy, he did end up quitting. But with that being said, Keita plays a brilliant pass in behind in this game, and Keane unfortunately chips it at the goalkeeper. A big chance that he has wasted. Again, Naby Keita drops deep, creates a space, little turn, and he gets it into Ferland Mendy with a good pass, moves it on to Robbie Keane with an even better pass, and PK just comes and smashes it away. Here, a perfect example of Naby Keita's acceleration, just takes one touch past Asensio, and that touch is enough to get him out of the equation, moves the pass on, and Salah is able to get a shot away. Again, a showcase of Naby Keita's dribbling. There will be another example of it later on in this game. Plans past a few players, an ambitious effort from quite a long distance out, and the keeper is expected to make that save. Here I'm going to test out his volleys. Let's see if he can actually pull off a decent volley from the corner. First time on the half volley, and it actually was not too bad at all from Naby Keita. Again, good dribbling, great skill, and he sends Etienne Capoue to the floor. Not too bad at all. This maybe should have been a goal, but he did hit the post. I can't really blame him for that. It was a decent effort on the left foot, and maybe a goal would have been nice, but we were getting smashed anyway, so not really complaining. But this is some brilliant dribbling from Keita. Just turns past him so easily, still going, gets it into Puyol eventually, where he loses it, but he gets it back, and that touch is just a little bit heavy, and we do end up losing the ball. But regardless, we are going to end up winning it back soon enough with Gerard Piqué. He gets it into Kessie finds Xavi. Keita is going to drop back, and he's going to find Coutinho. This is a big chance. Are we going to get an assist here? Coutinho's going to ball roll Puyol, and Philippe Coutinho does miss the target, and he probably should have scored that. So, heading into the stats for the Showdown Naby Keita, you guys will see he played 3 games, he's got 1 goal and 5 assists. He didn't actually get any goals or assists in that third game. All the goals and assists coming in the first 2. Unfortunately, he should have had an assist, like I said earlier, but Coutinho did finesse the ball wide. So it does come down to the part of the video where we do rank every category of the card and determine whether he's worth the coins and where the best position for the player is. So, starting off with the pace attribute, he does have 82 pace. That 90 acceleration in midfield really does help, and I feel like that's way more important than the sprint speed, especially in the positions that you are going to play this guy. So, for the pace, I'm going to go with an 8.7 out of 10 because he does feel tremendously fast. Maybe when you want to track back, if he is in CDM and you want to track back, he is going to get outpaced because he does only have 81 sprint speed with the Hawk. But apart from that, his pace is more than good enough in midfield to run past players, so an 8.7 out of 10 for pace on my behalf. When it comes down to the shooting, his shooting is decent in the box to give him a chance, and he will most likely score. Unfortunately, he did miss 1 or 2 chances that we gave him where he hit the post, and the other one he finessed wide for some reason. But for the shooting, it's not that bad. He does connect with the ball decently as well. So for the shooting, I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.4 out of 10. The passing on this card is actually very good. I'm going to go with an 8.8 out of 10. He didn't really misplace any passes for me. So yeah, passing an 8 out of 10. Dribbling, his dribbling is absolutely sensational. I'm going to go with a 9.3 out of 10 because his dribbling genuinely does feel pretty good. Unfortunately, he does take a loose touch here and there. As you saw in the last game, he did take a loose touch when you were about to shoot, and we did lose possession. When it comes down to the defending on this card, you guys saw his defending is actually very good. More than often he gets the ball from his man cleanly and is able to make some pretty good interceptions in the middle of the park as well. So for the defending, I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10. The problem with this card is the physical. The physical on this card isn't great at all. He does feel a little bit weak, but he is able to hold off the players that aren't that strong. Like, for example, if you put him up against Lukaku, obviously he's going to lose that battle. But against the like weaker players in midfield, basically like Kante, he's not that strong. Don't expect him to body any massive players with the ball, but he can win some fights. A big problem with it is the stamina. He will run out of stamina more often than not. I recommend you play this card as a CDM or a centre mid. That is the best position you can play Naby Keita. And 400k, I rate that this card is 100% worth it. And with that, I bring it into the video. I hope you like this video. Smash a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stay safe for the next year. Until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.